Hey, what up, decisive marketers? So today we're going to be talking about Snappy. Now, Snappy is a Canva alternative. So basically, what you do is you can easily pick one of the design templates and make some changes, and you get a ready to go design for your banners, your Instagram posts and stuff like that. Now, with Canva alternatives, there has been multiple ones that I have reviewed. One of them is called PicMaker, which is one of my favorites, and a lot of people know about Crello, or also known as Vistacreate. And I've also talked about Simplified as well, and there's also another one called Pixelite. So a lot of tools has similar to Canva has come in has came along in the past as well. So we're going to be talking about Snappy today. The first thing to note off about Snappy is that they don't actually have a mobile app yet, so that's something to take note of. So we're going to dive into Snappy, but be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. So here we are in Snappy right here. With Snappy, these are the templates. So I'm just gonna keep scrolling down, and one thing to note is that it does seem to have a lot of design. A lot of templates are in here, right? So I believe this is the entire library of designs. Now, and I would think that this might even be more than PicMaker itself, right? So I think this one is nice. So we're gonna be using this. I think this is useful for like a blog banner, or a like a profile. What do you call that? Profile background, kind of you know so let's take a look, right? So all your important features are in here. Okay, that's quite straightforward. There's 20 over features in here, so we're going to explore some of that later. And time saving solution can create multiple pages in one design. Okay, we have that with Canva and a bunch of other stuff as well. So easily centralize and resize canvas and remove background from this panel. Okay, download any image design and increase your work efficiency by 40%. So there's some keyboard shortcuts in here that we can make use of, right? So of course, I think this is very useful, because I don't think this is actually available in like other tools. So here we go. So the photo is quite blurry, but there's a couple of templates that's very similar, right? So this is, I think one thing good about Snappy is that it already has a lot of templates. Okay, so let's take a look, right? So okay, so let's look at the effects. Quite a bit of effects here. Okay, um, these are like filters, more than effects. Okay, so maybe images are purposely shown in a lower resolution so that it loads faster or whatever, because that used to happen with what do you call that with PicMaker as well, right? Okay, so you've got your pixelated. I think this is useful. More customization features than PicMaker in my opinion, right? And then blend mode. Okay, this is cropping, right? So we don't need to cover that. Replace image, set image and background. We can add border, right? So this is not. I don't think this is available in some of the design tools. You can add shadow, so that's good. We're gonna put in let's just use yellow for now. Okay, I don't think this is the right thing that I want to have a shadow for. let me just redo some of this. Okay, this is weird. Let me just try this again. Shadow. Let's use blue now. Okay, left. Okay, so it does work, and then you got blur. Right, so it does work. I'm not sure why it took the entire background earlier. I might have selected it wrongly, and redo doesn't seem to get rid of it. So it's slightly, I got to remove it altogether, right? So the redo function seems to be a little bit buggy, maybe, or it could be a user problem like myself. Okay, so I can add a frame. Okay, so I can put the image into a frame, but I don't see the frame in here. Oh, okay, it just kind of crops the image. Okay, so yeah, so one thing is the the redo thing is just off, right? Because it's not undoing or redoing the right thing. So that's definitely a problem for me, right? So position, okay, so this is adjusting the position, align to the page, okay, flipping the image. They definitely have a lot of features, and okay, so you got lock the element as well, so that's useful. So like this stupid background right here, I want to lock it. Okay, so it's gone, right? So they have pixels and unsplash integration, so that's very nice. And then add text, so they've got some of these design text has been designed nicely, and you can group the elements together, so it's kind of like Canva as well. Okay, code. So I think this is useful as well. Sometimes you want to create your social media stuff, you can just grab one of these, and you're ready to go. So that's useful. And then you got illustration, so this is very very useful for sure, because a lot of people are going to need illustrations for their designs, and this is great, very useful. I would say this is definitely very very useful. Okay, and then I can change the color. Yep, so this is great. This is just you can change the color scheme like this, so very very nice, definitely recommended. Just for the illustration feature, right? Because you don't get that often, right? So 3D illustrations, okay, whatever is in the popular one is definitely the best ones, I would say. Definitely very useful for that. Next is elements. Okay, so these are like your shapes and stuff that you can add in. What's eye finder? So let's take a look. Okay, so you can insert some icons, and Pixabay also has some images, so you can also add your brand colors and stuff like that. Okay, your color palette. Okay, and then your logo position and stuff like that, so that helps you to save a lot of time when you are creating images that have the same kind of format, like a template, right? And then you can choose your own color scheme, color palettes. You can change the backgrounds. Okay, but I think because I locked it, so that's why it's not. Okay, I got too many stuff in here that I added, right? So let me just kind of remove them. Okay. Oh, okay, because the background is a background. It's just that this wasn't a background, right? So I should have, chosen it as the background. Then it would have worked much better. Yep. But let me just, delete this for now. Okay, and mockups. So okay, so this is useful as well. So if you have something that is designed already, you can, put it in here. So how does this work? Okay, I guess you pretty much just put it in here, right? Overlay it. Let me just kind of grab a photo from somewhere. Okay, so bring it backward. Nope. Bring it forward. Right, I guess it's, something like this. So if you have the screenshot or whatever, then you can put it like this. Okay, so that's the mockup, and then your files that you uploaded will be in here. What else do we have? So resizing, right? So we can resize the canvas, and I think importantly is that there's a defined own size, so that's very useful. Okay, and then at grid, so this is for you to what do you call it, align stuff nicely. So I know I'm not designing anything right here. Templates wise, I think it's, there's a lot of stuff that's very useful. Like this one is very nice. This poster here is very useful. And then they've got some of these social media posts with quotes. Very, very useful, I would say. Okay. Yep. So I think overall, Snappy definitely seems to be something very promising. If they can bring out the mobile apps, that would be nice. I think one thing before we leave, right? Let's choose a photo, okay, where we can remove the background. Okay, I think this one here would work. Okay, so one thing is, Snappy is a little bit slow, right? Unlike Canva, which is very smooth. So we are going to remove the background, right? So how do I detach image from background? Okay. What else? Tools. Okay. Background remove. Okay. So it works by, let me just use okay, let's use this one right here. So the background removal is, wait, is a separate thing, right? So I think this is where it's a little bit troublesome, because the background removal is a separate thing altogether. It's okay. So let's say we are to use this one. BG remove, because the background is a totally different thing altogether. Okay, and then this is the background removed image. Okay, but when I go back into my design and I go into my files, it's not really there. Is it in my favorites? No. Nope. But it says that it's supposed to be in my files. Okay, so I gotta go to my files, but it's not in here, right? So I think there are some bugs with Snappy. Well, it's still a relatively new tool, so some bugs, I think it's fine. I mean, it's expected, right? So okay, so let me just kind of give my thoughts on Snappy so far. I think I like the library of templates that they have. It's not amazingly huge, but as a brand new tool, having so much templates, I think this is very, very good. Even like PicMaker till date, I don't think they have as much as Snappy, so I think that's a very good move as well, because a lot of amateur designers, or part-time designer, you are like a founder or whatever, you are wearing many hats and you need to design some stuff. I would say that Snappy is a good option for you, because a lot of templates are in there, so you save a lot of time. Just need to find a template that is closest to what you want, right? And then you can just change up the design from there. Downsides: no mobile apps, right? But that's fine, right? Because not a lot of design tools actually have mobile apps yet. I only know like Vistacreate and Canva. Even PicMaker doesn't have one, but I believe that they plan to roll out a mobile app by end of the year. Okay. As for Snappy, no mobile apps. Okay. So background removal, the all the tools are on a separate thing from the design canvas, right? So you got to open up a new tab, upload the photo, remove it, remove the background, then upload it back into Snappy. So it's a hassle, I would say. So that's definitely a flaw of Snappy. Um, and they do plan to have a social media calendar, so I think that's a good thing. It's a little bit slow whenever you put out an image, you try to move the image around. It gets a little bit choppy here and there. So but otherwise, they also have a lot of features as well, in terms of like the design effects and whatever. So it's definitely a much more powerful design tool, I would say, than PicMaker, right? But I guess that's all I have to share, right? It's overall, I would say that this is a good tool, and the price is amazing right now, right? So definitely, you want to get on board with Snappy early before they increase their prices. If you're looking for a Canva alternative, this is definitely the one to go with, one of the choices to go with. So that's all I have to share about Snappy. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. If you know anyone who can benefit from this tool, be sure to share this video with them. And lastly, let me know what your thoughts are on Snappy in the comments below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.